Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. 10 more minutes of aluminum cutting action. Hey, I took your guys' advice and man, this soap really does work good on there. It's a world of difference in the cutting. World of difference. Basically, I'm cutting still cutting pieces, and I kind of had to back up for a little bit today. I got all these cut. Whoop, pa-ching. I got all these cut. They all came out pretty good. Got them drilled. I haven't tapped none of them yet. But they all turned out pretty good. I tapped one and test fit it. I got a bunch of back plates made. These are what these deals I'm cutting now bolt to. Okay, see, I got my new one in there. That's my new one. Because you remember the old one had a part of it milled out. I want to leave this thick so I can drill it and tap that and have plenty of meat. So I won't have to get in there with nuts. You know what I mean? But anyway, I got a bunch of these done. I ran out of aluminum, but every one of them is exactly the same. I got this figured out. These bigger pieces are easy. What's harder is these little ones. Okay, plus every one of them's got to be perfect. So they bolt in my holes, you know. They all got to be exactly the same. And that was the issue I was having, is making all these things the same size and square on the ends, because that end, we want that end exactly square, because that's what bolts to my plate. We don't want that leaning and tapped crooked and then before I went over Dad's Dad said, well, I wanted to smell when I come over, but I can't admit defeat yet. I'm going to sit down and figure this out. Okay, and I got it done. I got it figured out. Okay, this is my jig. This is going to be my drill jig for my ends that'll bolt in my holes. Okay, that's my little drill jig. I've got two little purposes here too. Okay, now what I do is first thing I do is I take my bar after I made every cut, okay, and I come over here and I square it up. But every now and then I still got to check, make sure I'm still square with the world. Good that way, good that way, okay? Cool. Now come square that end up. Bam, that is squared up nice. I was having a tough time cutting these at first. I even tried to cut them on my table saw, and I don't recommend that, guys. I think there's one embedded in that wall back there. That didn't work out so good. And I tell you, well, we don't want to go over there yet. I tell you, after I waxed up that deal, man, it cuts 25 times better. That blade actually cuts decent now. Wouldn't imagine the difference. Okay, that's a cut one. Well, let's just take it through the whole process here. Okay. Make it over. Okay, now I take my end. I know, it's getting messy over here again. My end is all squared up, okay? I take my pattern piece, I have to remark it, but I put an X on it. This was my first one. This is the size I want. 1/4 inch taller than this one, because remember this one was the prototype. We made the ones on mine 1/4 inch longer. It just gives it more up. See, it just gives it more up. I'm making that longer, okay? I put that there. Come over here, line up that end. I tried fences, guys, and I just could not cut these things accurate enough. Using a fence on that bandsaw. I didn't want to stay square. I was having a hard time. Okay, mark that bad boy. Bam. Okay. Now this end's already square. We don't have to do nothing to this end. This is already square. I'm just going to cut this one. I'm going to put my blade on this side of the line. Just a freckle. This is not actually doing nothing. I moved it. I just want to barely leave that line on there, man. It just barely. I mean, there's like a freckle right there. I have frog hair. And we come over here, and I made me a little tool. Okay, bam. Okay, check this out. So I was trying to do this with my fingers at first. These little pieces get hot quick, man. But this, I just need to sand it down to the end of this block. Put it flush on my fence. Okay, put this on the fence. Bam, we're good to go. That is a square piece. Okay, now it's got to fit in my jig. Now come over here and make sure it fits in my jig. Bam, see, I can check that end. Make sure she's squared up. Good to go. That's my pile of good ones. Right there. I got 4 in it so far. I got 4 in it so far. I need 40 of them. No, I got a bunch of them right here. I got a bunch of them right here. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 more. And they're all square on one end. I didn't get enough bar, I know that. And I'm gonna run out quick. I should have bought that whole 10-footer. I didn't think it'd take that much. Okay, then I need to just start over again. I'm also gonna put, now I got the whole key to this stuff is making jigs, man. If you can make a jig for it, do it. That's what old Dad's really good at. You know, in his line of work, he was a steel worker and he built jigs for everything, man. They never did nothing without a jig. Look at this. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, that's the side I need to drill. There's the drill holes. Now what I'll do is we made this longer, so I need to count for that. But I'll put me an X in there, and then I'll drill this out with just a small hole, so I can come from the back side and drill my center hole, so all of them will be this right distance. See? If you can make a jig for it, do it. That's one thing old Pop taught me a long time ago. Man, you want a couple parts turn out the same, you got to have a jig. And this, I'll be able to drill these holes. I'll set this up on my vise on my drill press and drill all my holes out. They'll all fit perfect. Bolt right in, baby. That's what we're talking about. So I just wanted to make you a little video, show y'all what I've been up to. So we'll see you back in the shop.